Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, May 11th, and we are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and SPY. Well, yesterday's outside day up turned out to be an absolute bust, as we spent the entire day. Basically, we couldn't even get above that previous day's high from the 9th. We end with an inside day. We end 9 wide. It is our, I believe, 5th smallest range of the year, $2.46. So again, let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, yep. Our 5th smallest range of the year, and 3 of them have happened this week. This market is really tightening. Now, the good news is at some point it's going to come out of that, and it should come out with really good energy. The bad news is, when is that going to happen, right? I thought Friday, after the close, after earnings, after the Fed, after non-farm payroll, we'd get a move. Well, we didn't. Well, next, right? Earnings are done. I know you'll have Fed minutes out at some point this month, but the Fed doesn't meet until June 15th. So there's a strong possibility. This is day 30 of a balance. Strong possibility we could find ourselves in these really tight ranges for a while. Had a good day on one really nice trade in I period. A bunch of shorts I could have taken between FGKL that I didn't. As far as the other ones go, NQ, again, they're the healthiest of us all. They're up in all 3 time frames, monthly, weekly, daily. They end 9 wide with an afternoon pullback in I. They did attempt to go trend 3 times today on the upside and failed. Righty. Perfect POC for the little engine that can't. 13 for 13 wide with an afternoon rally high. They also got into that gap again, the island reversal gap, but didn't fill it, and they slightly stretched their balance on the downside on the daily. I would still call them balance. For us, 9 wide, inside day, unchanged volume, horrible volume, and no range. But it did still provide some decent stuff. I took some out of it early on shorts in A period when the market was kind of pushing. I made 3 points, made 7.5 points in B period on shorts. But I gave 6.5 points of that back in C. When we started coming back up, we were still one time framing. Probably started the short too early. It went above B, got out of it. That was it. So at that point, I was only up small. I was up only 4 points. And then I even lost 2 points on a long in E, thinking we were going to pop the top. It wasn't doing it. I took it off. So at that point in the day, I was only up 2 points. But then I period rolled over. I'm like, well, we got our IB high. I do know we got our overnight low, but we have unchanged value. We have the POC that's been being raised a little bit. I started a long in I, ended up adding to it at 25. I added 5. I was long 10, and I ended up making 27.5 points on that long when I went back up. So that made my day. Ended up making 29.5 points on the day, and for the week, back in the green, 16.5 points. So not only do we have an inside day, we have an inside week right now with 1 day to go. So this thing is really squeezing us. But at least I got to the plus side and up 16.5 points for the week. As far as destinations, upside is today's high 412.43 and then 414.54. Downside 411.49 wide and then today's low 409.97. We have 3 daily lows now within a buck and change of each other. So just like we took out those 3 daily highs that were close, those lows are going to get looked at some point. In ES, today's high is 46.75, and I'm carrying forward to 61.25, 19 wide overnight POC. For the downside, we have today's POC of 36, 9 wide, today's low of 21.50, and they have 3 lows within a buck and change of each other. So what should we look for tomorrow? Well, let's go to the charts. Tomorrow we'll recap all 3 of these indices charts. So the monthly, last month's range was one of the smallest in 3 years and 4 months. This month right now isn't much better. It's under $14. Balance. Weekly. Inside week, balance now 6 weeks. Gets tighter and tighter. And then the daily, it's balanced. You could use a mini balance of 5 days, but the overall balance is 30 days. This overall balance is 30 days. So tomorrow, this is what you would look for. Inside day, you go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. So if we take out today's high, my next destination would be yesterday's high. It's a $2 move. Now, again, if we gap up there, well, that might take the steam right out of the trade. But if we open inside yesterday's range and then take out yesterday's high, it's a decent long to go try to get that. If we gap up there, it remains to be seen. On the flip side, if we come out of the inside day to the downside, these 3 daily lows are going to fall. This one, today's, yesterday's, and May 5th. Now, depending on what kind of energy and tempo, then you could possibly go and fill this island reversal gap. But make sure you know that right now, May 5th is the bottom of our mini 5-day balance, and yesterday's high is the high of our mini balance. So again, any inside day up, you might get some blowback there because it's the top of the balance. And again, if we take out these 3 lows, you want continuation to fill the gap. Otherwise, it'll be an absolute failure and back inside of yesterday's range. 10 out of 13 days through the 20-day moving average, still not resolved. Hope you had a good day trading. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.